Good morning, Creative Money Mornings. We've made it to number 5. This is number 5 now, and I don't know how long this series is going to go. I'm going to continue doing it as much as people are enjoying it, but I'm definitely doing it until the end of June. So I'm going to make it at least till 30, which will be, let's say we're 1/6 away there now, and then I'm going to continue on and maybe see how it goes. But I wanted to ask, because I've noticed we get a bunch of people joining on the live, but then also there's quite a few views that come after when the video is posted. So I wanted to ask you guys, the ones that are watching it after it's live, what time would be better for you? If you want to join the live, then leave a comment and let me know what time might be better. If I can push it a couple of hours later, a couple of hours earlier, let me know what might work better if you're not able to join the live. In this one, I want to get into YouTube. And YouTube is what I've been doing for the last 4 years. I've been doing it full time as my main source of income, running a YouTube channel and showing people how I travel, and then wanting as well to show people how to run their own YouTube channels. So I've sort of learned what works on YouTube, and I've learned through trial and error how to manage and create your own YouTube channel. Good morning, Chim Chim. Just so you pop up. Hello again. And I think a lot of people say to me these days that isn't it too late to start a YouTube channel? Isn't that all saturated? It's all done. Unless you started a few years ago, it's not worth starting a channel anymore. And that's kind of what I want to get into in this, because I don't believe that to be true whatsoever. I think right now is an amazing opportunity, an amazing time to start a YouTube channel. And there are lots of people watching YouTube right now, more people watching than ever right now because of we're all inside, and a lot of people are within lockdown, and a lot of people are discovering YouTube and using YouTube a lot more than they did before. And that's kind of a change in behavior that's going to carry on for the future. People are going to continue to watch YouTube, and more people now have discovered more YouTubers, and they've discovered YouTube channels they like. So there's even more people watching YouTube now than even there was a few months ago. So there's a big opportunity right now to start a YouTube channel. And even though there's a lot of people on YouTube, that just means there's more people on there creating channels, there's more people watching channels, and there's more opportunity to create a channel for the future as well. Good morning. Morning, everyone. Just so you're in there as well. Morning, Lindell. Good to know that it's a good time for you from Australia. And yeah, I'm happy to have you here. So in this, I kind of want to get into, if you're going to start a YouTube channel right now, which I think that is still a great time, and if you're considering it, then I want to get into what the advice I would give you for starting a YouTube channel. I've got a sort of top 10 pieces of advice that I would advise anyone to remember throughout their kind of YouTube career. Well, the first thing, and I say this to absolutely everyone when they think about starting a YouTube channel, is that you have to have patience and you have to be consistent. And this may seem like kind of high level or obvious advice, but it's really, really true. And for YouTube, for more than anything, it is especially true. Because let's say you create an amazing video and you spent loads and loads of time on this video. You spent weeks creating it, weeks editing it, and then you posted it and it completely flops. That can be pretty disheartening, and that can really affect your motivation to go and create the next video, because you spent so much time on this one that for some reason it just didn't resonate with people. The thing is, you need to go and do that again. You need to spend all of that time and all of that effort on the next video and make it maybe even better than the previous video. And then you need to do it again. And then you need to do it again. And you need to have that sort of mindset to keep going, even if the views and subscribers don't come straight away. And if you do that, and if you consistently put out good content and you consistently put out videos that you're proud of, then the views will come and the subscribers will come. You just need to have patience for that. So as long as you're consistently creating good content on YouTube, you will get views and subscribers, and you will build an audience eventually. It just takes the patience to get to that point. So the number one, for sure, for me, is have patience and consistency. Be consistently creating good content, and the rewards will come. Number two, respect your audience. And what I mean by this is don't talk down to the people on the other side of the camera, and don't try and get one over on anyone, and don't try and be a version of yourself that isn't real, because people are intelligent enough to figure that out. People know when you're not being authentic, and people know when you're not being honest, and you should respect your audience and respect your viewer enough to be honest with them and tell the truth. I think one way of looking at it, and this is always something I've tried to do, I try to imagine it as me watching myself on the other end of the camera. I mean, what kind of bullshit would I sniff out if I was watching someone and they were saying a bunch of rubbish? And if you're kind of like, if you're thinking about this yourself on the other side of the camera, that kind of helped me to stay in check and think, well, okay, like, if I'm going to sniff out this other channel's bullshit, then maybe I should level with the viewer as well, and level with the camera, and try and just speak to it as if it's a mate. Speak to the camera as if it's one of my friends, and remain, well, as true to myself as you possibly can. You know, try and be honest, and try and be completely you, and be the real version of yourself, and respect your audience enough to be honest to them. And if you do that, and if you respect your audience by staying true to what you actually believe in, then you'll build a loyal audience of people that also care about what you care about. And that's the best tip I can possibly give around that, is just to talk about, create, and make videos on the subject that you really care about, because you'll find other people that really care about it too. Number 3, give value in every video. I really mean this. There's a bunch of, I mean, the occasional vlog is okay, because maybe it gives value by giving insight into your life. But I always try and think these days, how is the video I'm creating giving value to the person that watched it? Is it completely vacuous, and is it pointless, or is someone that's watching this actually going to get value from the video and come away with having learned something about, on this channel it would be money and finance, or anything like that, and on my other channel it would be, have I inspired them to maybe travel more? How can you give value in each of your videos? Because if you can do this with YouTube, and you can really try and give value, well, then people will keep coming back, because they've got something of watching your video. And that for me is, again, I would say it's one of the most important things, but it is, and all of these are important, but it is one of the most important things in my eyes on YouTube. There's a lot of pointless videos out there, but if you can make your channel give value, then you'll stand out above all of the other pointless videos. And even, you know, something just silly or comedy, or like something that's just meant for entertainment, that gives value to people. So it doesn't necessarily have to be educational. It could be anything, but as long as someone's getting value out of watching it. Number 4, if you're interested in something, other people will be interested in it as well. And I think this is more true now than ever before with the internet. The internet is a facilitator, and YouTube is a facilitator to connect you with other people in the world that really care about what you care about. So if you're interested in something, and if you have a passion, and let's say it could be anything, you're interested in teaching cats to tap dance, there's someone else in the world that's interested in that as well. There's probably a million of people that are interested in that too. And if you can create content about that, and you create videos about that, you're going to connect with those other people in the world that are interested in it. And I think nowadays, even more than ever, the more niche you can go and the more specific you can go, you can connect with other people that are really specifically interested in that too. Because YouTube and Google's going to do all the hard work. All you have to do is create the video about that subject, and YouTube and Google will work to find those people that are interested in it, either by recommending your videos to those people or through YouTube search. As long as you, whoa, sorry guys. As long as you set up your channel in the right way, as in using keywords in your titles and using it so YouTube does manage to recommend your videos within search, and if someone searches for how to make a cat tap dance, you come up, then you've done the hard work by creating the video, and YouTube will do the rest of the work. Yeah, I'm doing this on my phone with the cable, so I just pulled that by accident. Good news though is that I should have my laptop back by tomorrow, which would be great because then I can get on with creating some of the videos that I really want to create right now and share more of them on this channel. I'm still planning to continue doing the live, but I'm going to have a better setup than just my phone. But anyway, let's get back to it. Number 5, perfection is the enemy of progress. And this is an old saying, but I completely think it's true with regards to YouTube, because it's so easy to be a perfectionist with a video, and it's so easy to think, okay, it's not quite ready yet, so I'm not going to release it. Like, I just need to spend maybe another few days editing this and then never getting it out there. But I think that's an excuse, and that's a barrier for you putting the video out. I think there's no video that's ever perfect. Each film is never perfect. They just finished editing it and putting it out, because you can't make anything perfect. You just need to get it to a point where it's passable and a point where it's okay and it tells the message you want to tell it, and then get it out. There's a quote I heard before, which was make every video 80% complete. And if you can make every video 80% complete, well, that's fine. Get it out there, move on, and learn from that video for the next video. Learn from the editing mistakes you made, the filming mistakes you made, and put that into the next one. Because even if you made that previous one 100% complete, which is impossible, the next one will still be better than the previous, because you're learning from it, and that's how you make progress. So I'd say get it out there, get the next one out there, and just keep going with that. Number 6, produce the highest quality you can at the best frequency for you. And this is basically saying quality over quantity, but quantity is also important. So if you can get out one video a week, which is your best quality work, and you can do that consistently, then stick to that schedule and make one video a week, every week, the best video you possibly can. If you think you can do that 2 videos a week and it's still the really high quality, then do that. You basically want to produce the highest quality you best possibly can at the best frequency for you. So rather than trying to think I'm going to smash out an amazing video every day and then under-delivering on those videos and not being proud of them, take a step back from it and think, maybe I can do a great video every few days and stick to that schedule. But you want to get out the highest quality videos possible at the best frequency that you can do consistently. Number 7, the next tip I would tell anyone starting out on YouTube: create a hook at the beginning of your videos. So if you can, let's say the first 10, 15 seconds of every video is the most important part of any video. You know, the next most important part of any video is the following 10, 15 seconds. The next most important part is the next 10 seconds, because that first 15 seconds is where you're going to decide if you're going to continue watching that video or not. That's where you're going to be able to capture the person watching it and capture the audience with a hook that will make them watch the rest of the video, or that person's going to click off and think, okay, this video is no good. So if you can create a real hook at the beginning of your video, the first 15 seconds that says, this is what this is about, this is why you should continue watching it, or look at this amazing sequence I created, the rest of the video is going to be just as good. You can create that hook, and you're going to have someone that's engaged enough to want to watch the rest of the video. And then maybe you talk about audience retention time, is how long you can keep someone staying on that video. If you can make the next 15 seconds great too, the next 15 seconds great too, well, that person's then already watched 40 seconds. They're likely to continue watching the rest of it. It really is the most important part, is getting the person's interest in the first part of the video. This is nothing new. It's what TV shows and action films have done for years. If you think about any James Bond film, the most action, high-octane part is always right at the beginning. They have loads of explosions, big car chase and whatever, and then the intro credits roll, because it grabs your attention and it makes you want to watch the rest of the film to figure out what happened. Number 8, and this comes back to what I was saying earlier about setting it up in the right way, is targeting long-tail keywords. Especially when you're starting out on YouTube, you want to figure out your titles so that your videos come up in search. because there's no point in having that really clickbait title, like you won't believe what happened, when you don't have a big enough audience yet to get a bunch of clicks on that. That works for the big vloggers with millions of subscribers because all their subscribers will click on it and be interested in what happened. But for you to get discovered, and for you or for anyone that's starting a YouTube channel, and for me as well, this is exactly how I would set up my channel, is to be discovered in search instead using keywords. And when you talk about using keywords, there's no point in putting a keyword as Thailand, for example, because I'm not going to rank for Thailand, and it's unlikely that anyone with a small channel will rank for the word Thailand. So you want to instead go for long tail keywords, which is basically just longer phrases. So let's say it could be travel to Thailand on a budget, or street food in Thailand. That would be a longer tail keyword that you could try and rank for. And then when someone searches for street food in Thailand or tap dancing cats, you can come up in that search. Like, again, tap dancing cats. There's no point in ranking for cats because, you know, cat's going to be highly saturated. But how to train a cat to tap dance might work a lot better. I'm not saying that's a good idea, but good work. Anyway, so yeah, there's a whole strategy around this, and I'd say go and look at more videos around this as well, and you should definitely learn how you can make YouTube search work for you. One of the best things about YouTube as well is the ability to create videos that rank in search for the next 1, 2, 5, 10 years. Because if you can make a video evergreen and make it answer a specific search question, like how can I do this? And then you have the video set up to answer that question, give value to that person. It's set up in search to answer that search query. And then the video gives value, people are going to watch through all of it. That's just a cycle that's just going to continue for years, because the more people are going to search for it, the more people are going to get value for it. Maybe they'll recommend it to their friends. YouTube will then recommend it as well. And that video will be I mean, it's going to make money for you and build subscribers for you for years. As long as the content in that video is still relevant to the question, it will just keep getting suggested within search. Whereas the video that was just, you know, I can't believe what happened, that's not really helping anyone. It's much more important to give value and answer a search query, in my eyes. Number 9, you are enough. Your personality is enough. I think one big mistake a lot of people make when they start out on YouTube is they try and become this over-the-top caricature version of themselves, where they try and seem like, oh, crazy and zany because they're not comfortable with just being themselves and putting their personality out there. But I would 100% say right now that your personality is enough. Just be yourself and put yourself on camera, and other people will resonate with it because it's real. It doesn't have to be a cartoon version of yourself. It doesn't have to be you don't have to try and play it up to other people because you think that's what other people would like to see. Just be you, and other people can decide or not if they want to follow that person, but it's most likely they will. Because if you can be yourself and you can create content about the things that you really care about, you'll find other people that resonate with your personality, and you'll find other people that appreciate the things that you're interested in as well. That is, out of all of these, I'd say that's got to be the best way to have a sustainable long-term YouTube channel. If you're trying to be something you're not, that will eventually break down because you won't be able to keep it up. But if you're always being yourself and you're always putting what you actually care about out there and saying things that you really believe in, even if someone comes back to you and says that's bullshit, it doesn't matter because it's what you really believe in. So if you've created something you're proud of and someone comes back and says this video sucks, well, as long as you're really proud of it, screw them. It doesn't matter because you've said what you believe in, you've been yourself, and you can sustainably, long-term, you can keep doing that because you're just being yourself and you're just talking about the things that you really care about. And the last one, the most important one, no, I can't keep saying that, but arguably the most important one is to just start it now. If you're thinking about doing this, right now is always the best time to do it. If you think about it in a year's time and you look back, you'll be thinking, oh, I wish I'd started that years ago. If you get started right now and you become really successful with it and it takes off over the next couple of years, which it 100% could do if you do all the right things for it and consistently and patiently keep creating, you'll look back and you'll think, I wish I'd started sooner. Because that's the case for me. 4 years ago is when I started this channel, and I had a channel before that I wish I'd started even sooner. So 100%, the best time to start is always now. As soon as you start, you've made that decision to actually make a YouTube channel, and you've made that decision to consistently get better with it, get better with it. But until you start, it'll always just be that abstract idea that you think I could do it and that you haven't got around to doing it, and you'll keep creating excuses for why now isn't the right time and everything else. But right now 100% is the best time to start, because you're just going to figure out better ways and more ways of doing it. And that's it. Those are my top 10 pieces of advice for starting a YouTube channel right now in 2020. And if you're just joining, I'll just say again that I really do think now is a great time to start a YouTube channel. 10 years ago was also a great time, or 5 years ago was a great time. Now is also a great time. There's more people on YouTube than ever. There's more people searching for YouTube videos, and there's whole niches popping up on YouTube that didn't exist before. And I think that's because YouTube has become better at suggesting the videos to people that people really care about. So it's become better at suggesting niche videos for the things that you're really interested in. So if you're interested in something, I don't think you don't have to create a YouTube channel about what other people are creating videos about. You can create a channel about what you're interested in, and it could be anything. Like I had a friend message me the other day, he's creating a new rum brand, and he was like, do you think people will be interested in me running a YouTube channel about making a rum brand? I think 100%. Loads of people are interested in rum. It's not a niche I've seen done before. So if you're going to document and show how you start a rum brand, well, that could be really interesting to people. So I think whatever you are interested in, YouTube has become great right now at getting the right people in front of your videos. So as long as you consistently and patiently keep creating new videos about the topic you really care about, then you will get the rewards for long term. It's just one of the ways I saw it originally was to have consistent marginal gains. If you are looking at creating a video every few days or every week or every month, how can I get that video to 50 people each day? Or how can I connect with 50 people each day? Because let's say you manage to connect with 50 people each day, well, that's 1,500 new subscribers per month. That's 1,500 new views. And it could be as simple as posting that video in a few different places, getting a few views on that video. Let's say you get 10 or 20, sharing it to your different social media. And over time, those consistent marginal gains will improve and they'll keep going. But if you can think about it and break down your long-term goal, which whatever it might be, I don't know, your long-term goal could be to have 100,000 subscribers. It could be to make it into a full-term business. If you can break that down into smaller short-term goals and say, okay, I'm going to get 50 new views today. I'm going to connect with 50 people. I'm going to get one video out per week. Well, that can kind of be a roadmap to getting there. And if you follow these pieces of advice, as well as, I mean, I'm going to do more on this in the future, but this can kind of be a framework to start with a YouTube channel, because if you can remember that for the long term, you're definitely going to have success with it. So I'll say now, I'm going to open it up to any questions, and thank you again for joining. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, no, you're welcome. I think the hook is a really important part of it. And this, when I look at a lot of other people's YouTube channels and YouTube videos, it's kind of the main things, one of the main things I feed back to them as well. It's like, how can you capture that person's attention within the first 10, 15 seconds or the first 20 seconds? And if you go and watch any big YouTube channel, you'll see that in all of their videos now. Now you started realizing that you should be creating a hook. You'll see that on other videos and think, oh, wow, okay, that's why they had that there for the first 20 seconds. And then it's usually something something emotive or something like what's the right word I'm looking for? Is something big happens at the very beginning of the video that then you'll come back to later in the video. So if it's just a vlog, it could be the most interesting or bizarre moment of that day that then you put a little bit of it right at the beginning that piques someone's interest and gets them to watch through until the point where you can expand and show what really happened. If it was an instructional video, it could be as simple as, hey, today I'm going to teach you how to tap dance with cats. Or it could just be a cat tap dancing. I don't know. But I think I dropped off for a second. People talk about call to action in YouTube videos, and that's basically a way of directing your audience or the person viewing towards doing something. And now you see it all the time in YouTube these days. It's like, oh, make sure you go and subscribe and leave a comment and ring the bell. And, people say that all the time because that's call to action. But if you really want someone to do it, then don't leave that until the very end. If you're trying to build a YouTube channel and you've got a video that you think could do quite well, then try and put that nearer the beginning. Have the hook, the first 10, 15 seconds, which grabs someone, have your intro, and then maybe in the first minute or two, say to someone, hey, thanks for watching this. This is a new channel. Maybe you could help me out by leaving a comment. Let me know what you enjoy. Go and subscribe. And at that point, you've really got someone's interest. Because if you leave it until right at the end, well, that person's already thinking about the next video and already likely to click off. So that's just another thing I would say there. Think about how you can use a call to action earlier in the video, closer to the hook, at the point when most people are still watching. Whew. So if you are still watching this, even not on the live, if you watch this later on, then leave me a comment about what you'd like to know more about on the YouTube side. For the last 2 months, I've been creating a whole training platform, and I wouldn't call it an online course because it is actually a platform which has a course built into it. And I've been building this for the last couple months, and I'm going to share more details about it in the future. But right now I'm just giving you a bit of an idea of what I've been doing. I've been filming every day, everything I know about YouTube and building a YouTube channel and building a passive income through YouTube and video into this platform, which I'm going to be announcing at the end of the month, and it's going to be launched live at the end of the month. Obviously, once I get my laptop back and able to go in and make a few changes, because that came at a really bad time for the last couple of weeks. I've been itching to get this all out there, and I haven't been able to because I didn't have the laptop. But anyway, I'm coming up to launching this whole platform, which I'm going to be giving people that are watching these live videos early access to. And it's going to be, it's something I've wanted to work on for about 1.5 years. And this has been the kind of push that I really needed to get it all together and get it out there, because I haven't been able to travel, and because I've been in lockdown, it's just meant that I've been laser focused and working on this every day. The main thing I want out of it, though, is to really answer the questions that people have and to really answer the needs that people have when they're thinking about starting out on YouTube. Because I've gone through the whole trial and error, and I've gone through what works and what doesn't. I've tried a bunch of things that work, and I've tried a bunch of things that don't work, and I've lost a lot of time doing it. So I kind of want to give people access to a resource that means you don't have to go through all of them. It means it's a shortcut to not having to go through all of those lessons and mistakes, because myself initially is going to be there to help you and walk you through it. And then there's also going to be other people involved in the future too. But that's kind of where I'm at with that. And from watching this, you are going to get early access to that. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to be part of it, and then I will reply to you and let you know how you can. And also let me know what you'd really like that to answer. Let me know what questions you have with YouTube and making money from video, and I will make sure 100% that is well answered within this platform, because I want it to really answer those questions and make sure that I'm delivering something that does satisfy the needs of people that need it, rather than something that I just wanted to create. I think there can be a bit of a disconnect between people that have built up YouTube channels from a few years ago and have a big successful YouTube channel now, and people that are starting now and learning how to grow on YouTube right now, because the things that worked 5 years ago aren't the same as the things that are working right now. So from working with people's feedback, which is what I'm doing within a private group and with on here, then I can make sure that I'm answering the things that people really want to know. So I'll leave there and just let me know in the comments what you would like to learn more about. And for now, I'll just say again, thank you for watching. Hopefully tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, the next day, I'm going to have a bit of a better setup with my laptop, and I can introduce some slides, and I'll be able to show you some videos and more things like that to make this live a bit more interactive. I'm also going to get some other people in here to chat. I started doing it before with the Zoom chats, and I've got some more people that are going to join me once we're able to and have like a one-on-one conversation. It's actually, I wish you could do that on YouTube Live. You can do that on Facebook Live, you can do that on Instagram Live, but YouTube hasn't introduced it yet. So you've got to try and do it through OBS Studio or XSplit, and you've got to do it with a third party. Anyway, I've got away from my laptop to do that. But yes, thanks again for watching, guys. I hope that helped. I hope you got some value out of this video. And as always, thanks for joining. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.